Good morning from Kinetic Precision. It's Friday and we're grinding. So the grinder is in its warm-up cycle, and I'm taking a look at potentially starting the new heater experiment in the coolant tank. So here's the temperature controller, and it's got two AC outlets. And right now one of them is going to the right side of the machine, one of them comes over here to the left side of the machine, and the heater was sticking right here. Then we're not going to do that, so this guy will get closed up. But in the back of the coolant tank there's a little hatch, and in this little hatch is where our temperature sensor goes, but also our aerating stone, the bubbler. So here's our little aquarium air pump, and the thought is that we're going to stick the new heater right in there, plug it into the controller, and that'll be the only thing plugged in. So stay tuned. We'll see if we do this today, and we'll report on the impact of 800 watts of submersed heater on our system. We'll let you know. Okay, I did it. I put the new heater into the coolant tank. So that's this cable coming out. And it is running, and it has already started making a difference. So this temperature is coming up. That's the set point temperature. It is also on a remote control. That's these boxes. These are the Cassetta Wireless by Lutron. I have two of them. This is controlling the mist collector. This one's controlling this new heater. So when I'm not in the shop, I can look at my phone and make sure that my electrical loads are off. This heater will not be left on all the time. That experiment was done. So we cleaned up a little bit, a couple of wire ties, got everything neatened up, and now we're going to watch temperatures today during our grinding process. And we got a batch of 4 inches ready to get underway. So we'll keep you guys posted. So remember at last week's PFG Live where we were talking to Aaron, and he was talking about the fact that he's able to detect temperature gradients on his magnetic chuck. Well, we just did this measurement straight across this chuck. This has been on high for several hours, and you'll notice that the center of the chuck is at 78F and the ends are at 76F. Interestingly, the bed is at 64F. Yeah, 64, maybe it came up to 65. But there's a temperature gradient strictly due to the design of the chuck and the current flowing in it. This is not a big surprise, and it's real. So if you're doing critical work, you have to know about temperature and what the trends are for your machine. This will change as I start to do real work today, but I thought you needed to know. Well, I can now report that the new heater is an absolute win. It had enough power and it was efficient enough being submerged that it was able to start regulating, and now we're in the middle of grinding. And it's doing its job. I don't remember there's a deadband that you program into this thing, and you can see that the heater is now not on, and it's 1.6 degrees away, which is totally fine. So big win.